If you ever started a conversation with a Spanish speaker or walked into a store and you had everything you wanted to say ready and planned out in your head, but then that person replies in Spanish and asks you something unexpected in Spanish that you don't understand and you panic, oh no, and your brain literally says game over, abort, then this is the video for you, my friend. Hola y bienvenidos a Spring Spanish. I'm Juan the teacher, and in today's video I'll give you 5 tricks that will help you always understand Spanish native speakers. One of the tricks shows you how reading can help you become a better speaker. Another trick lets you mimic the way babies start understanding language. Also, that frustrating situation I just described will never happen to you again. In trick, then, acompáñame. Número 1. Escucha muchísimo español. Sí, ya sé que suena disco rayado, but really, understanding a language well is one of the most difficult skills to acquire and only comes with a lot of practice. The more you listen, the more you will understand. The great thing is, with so much content in Spanish nowadays, it's really easy to find a lot. Music in Spanish, Latin series or movies, following Spanish-speaking accounts on social media, plenty of options out there. Also, there's a way to power up this tip, and I'll cover that in number 5. Número 2. Escucha contenido comprensible. The best way to improve your Spanish and your listening comprehension is to not only listen to a lot, but also make sure that input is comprehensible. Si no entiendes nada, no vas a progresar. If you listen to comprehensible input, you can guess words and chunks from context if you hear them over and over. This is also how babies learn their mother tongue. However, there's a little balance to reach here. Make sure the input you are listening to isn't too easy. If you understand every single word, well, you won't make any progress. Push yourself a little, pero tampoco tanto. Número 3. Escucha español real. Many teaching materials slow down speech or make it claro como el agua y fácil de aprender. And while this does help a bit, it barely helps you with understanding natural and real Spanish. To understand real speech, deshazte de las rueditas de práctica and get yourself some real street Spanish. There's a great way to do this, but that's for tip number 4. Chunk alert! Claro como el agua is a chunk in Spanish that literally means clear as water, and it works similar to the chunk crystal clear. I bet you know what that means, but since clear as water is not that common in English, claro como el agua is a great chunk to learn by heart. ¿Se entendió? Now you know what to answer. Número 4. Escucha a diferentes personas hablando español. Always listening to the same people talk will make you used to them and understanding them well because they use the same expressions, have the same tone of voice and the same accent. Make sure to listen to a variety of people to challenge yourself to understand new words and accents. ¿Quieres mi consejo? Subscribe to Spring Spanish. We have 5 free weekly lessons with a lot of content in Spanish for you to learn and practice. And the best thing is, we are 5 different teachers with different expressions, accents, and voices. So listening to us speaking Spanish will really help you understand different types of native speakers. Hit that bell button as well to not miss any of our lessons. Número 5. Escucha con una transcripción. It's difficult to understand natural speech at natural speed. Many times hearing things over and over still won't help you understand what something means. This is where a transcript comes in handy. If you listen to something and can read it at the same time, you can understand what they are saying, which vowels they drop, which words they combine. The more you do this, the better your feel gets for what shortcuts natives take when speaking. So use subtitles while watching Spanish movies and series, get the lyrics to your favorite Latin songs and try to sing along, and whenever you see one of our videos, make sure to activate subtitles. Sácale el jugo a nuestro contenido. And now that special recommendation I told you about. If you become part of the Spring Spanish Inner Circle, you get to decide which videos we make, like Spring Spanish Inner Circle member Linda did with this topic. So Linda, I hope you like this one, and shout out to you. All right, now that you know how to understand native speakers, you also have to make sure you speak with them confidently, right? Well, I got you covered. Next up is my video about how to survive your first conversation in Spanish. Just click the image that just appeared to get 6 tricks to make that conversation flow in Spanish. I will see you there. Adiós.